All right, guys, we are here for part 2 of the channeling of Olivia Newton-John. And, you know, we just think she's a lovely, lovely energy. And Courtney has had a little time to say hello to her and also agrees that she's just lovely, right?
Yeah. Well, so sorry about the air conditioning in the back, but
I can't hear anything.
Okay. All right, cool. No, she, we just met today because I just found out I was doing that this morning, but she's just this like soft, beautiful. I mean, it's just delightful. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just wonderful, wonderful presence. And she's excited to talk today. And she says, thank you for having me back. She's actually like very, very excited. So
oh, how sweet.
Eric's
we're more excited. Hi, Eric.
Yeah. He says, hi, Mom.
Eric you probably crushed it on her, aren't you?
Oh, you know it. He thinks she's beautiful. She's absolutely, and she's just kind of like glowing is the way. Yeah. She has this kind of like just a glow about her. She's wearing a white jacket, and some what looks like jeans, something like that. So, and Eric's still dressed up from yesterday. So I don't know.
Wants to impress the lady.
And he does. Yeah.
Eric, what do you think about her and her energy, etc.?
Erik says that there's a reason that people are so drawn to her mom. She is a powerful healing force. And he has thoroughly enjoyed getting to know her.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, on with the questions then.
Okay.
Olivia, what was your favorite acting role?
She says, well, she shows me Grease, the movie Grease. She said I found things to enjoy about all of the roles. They've been all so different, so unique, and they all have kind of shaped who she is, and they feel really the word she's using is diverse.
Yeah,
she had the opportunity to do, and I don't know everything she's done, sorry, but a lot of just like diverse projects. But you know, she's got to say Grief. She says that's just kind of her stamp on the world.
Of course.
So,
that's my favorite of yours. All right. Can you please tell us how the movie and song Xanadu came about? You know, this person goes on. I do know there is a planet or star system by the same name. I don't know if that's related.
She does know that, actually. She's very connected. As a soul, she feels like, I don't think she really like studied other star systems necessarily, but well, a little bit, dabbled. Not to the degree that, you know, a lot of people on this show probably watching. So she's not gonna say that, but it comes through the idea for a movie she's showing me a friend, like a female friend. There's some conversation that happens, and there's talk, and there's an idea, and then it somehow morphs into becoming a project. She did have an awareness on some level, almost like subconscious awareness. Not totally, she didn't know all of the backstory, but she's happy to know it now.
Interesting. Well, this person also asked, is that where you and John Travolta originated from?
She laughed really hard. She's laughing. No, she doesn't think she's originated from there, although she likes the idea. And she agrees that John Travolta has, she's kind of making a joke, an otherworldly quality.
Oh, what does he have? Galactic roots, starseed type stuff?
She's not saying that. She's sort of she's like tongue in cheek a little bit is how I would describe it. He's very charming. He's very, he's just a very charming person. I think people really love his people are attracted to his energy. So she said, yeah, you could call that starseed, but she
Okay.
doesn't really know exactly where he's from.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, we asked that already last time. I'll just make sure. Were you ever in love with John Travolta? You said no, but I think this person thinks you had a relationship that was more than just
She
friends.
said no. As you were saying that, she said no.
Okay.
They have a bond, a friendship, and a little bit of like energy. Like there's some energy, just
Okay.
people that you've got energy with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So she admits that there's that, but it feels like a deep friendship,
Okay.
actually, a caring about one another. And, about John, he is a good listener.
Mm.
He's a good listener.
Oh.
Go ahead, sorry.
Have you visited him since your passing?
She has. She's had a lot of fun. She has kind of come to him because they feel close.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they've remained close in some way. They didn't always like time would go by and they wouldn't, life got busy.
Yeah.
But it's like a bond that once you have it, it doesn't ever really totally go away.
Oh.
And they can pick up where they left off. Yes, she has visited him.
Does he know that? Does he pick up on you?
He has a sense that they had a moment. He is in his room. She's giving me chills. They had a moment. He's in his room and I think he's finding out about her passing.
Mm.
And he takes a moment. I can see a little bit of like tears in his eyes. He's sad.
Yeah.
And he takes a moment to kind of connect with her and they do talk. They do have a moment. So he does know.
Yeah.
John is a good listener. He has this big heart and he's very empathic and intuitive.
Wow.
So she really cares for him deeply.
Yeah. And vice versa, it seems like.
Yeah.
His wife, Kelly, she passed away before you did, and you've apparently spent time with her. What do you think about your relationship with her now in the afterlife?
Oh, she flashed on her, so I saw her for a second.
Oh.
She's been and seen Kelly since she's
Mhm.
crossed over. I have the deepest respect and admiration for Kelly. Her work, so I think she's referring to some type of charity work. So I don't know what Kelly is. I'd have to maybe talk to Kelly too, involved in, but some type of charity work.
Okay.
She really admires her heart, her spirit, and how she is as a mother.
Oh. Okay, well, let's talk about their son that passed away from a seizure.
Just started talking about that right before you said that. I think she kind of had a sense that was the question.
Yeah.
No one can prepare you for the loss of a child.
Ugh,
And
tell me about it. Yeah.
And truthfully, there's nothing that anyone can say that will help the grieving parent. I mean, it's almost like people can try, but it's like in that moment, it's just beyond, right? I mean,
definitely nothing else.
They are together. He has the boy, starts with a J, I think. He has he's just like the kindest soul. And he brought a tremendous amount of joy and kindness to the world. So he is with his mother. And she's seen both of them.
Oh, one day, Erik, one day. Did you and John Travolta ever discuss Scientology?
Yes. She is wants to say, she wants to be very mindful of the way I speak about my dear friend John.
Oh yeah.
He is a wonderful person. And even if we have differing opinions on certain topics,
Mhm.
I regard him with the most love.
Yeah. Okay. So you at that when you were there, you didn't go into it. You weren't
No, it
gung
appears
ho
they
and
talked about it and they have had conversations and they don't see eye to eye.
okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, how do you feel about Scientology from your present perspective? Same as the human perspective?
I view, she doesn't want to talk so much about Scientology, but just about her perspective.
Yeah, no, of course.
Okay. Because she doesn't really want to put anybody down. It's really
No,
important to her.
no, yeah, of course.
Okay. She's very like just so kind to other people. That's
Yeah,
one thing about her.
yeah,
I view all the earth and all of the humans and animals as part of the same wholeness,
yeah,
the same creation. And so that really informed her life,
yeah.
this perspective.
Good. I agree. Did any Hollywood exec or any corporation take advantage of you sexually or financially? You don't have to give names or anything, but
Um, she does say, she said, it is a dirty world.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling, she says it is a dirty world. There's an attempt right now for people to share their stories.
Mm.
And there's a sweeping going on. So it feels like there's some
Clean up
type
house.
yeah, exactly. Financially, she has at times felt like, a co-star maybe who's a male is getting paid more than her. It's kind of like that sort of type of
Yeah.
thing. And she didn't feel, but
But
she is,
did anybody try to embezzle from you or steal money from you or anything like that?
I don't think that's what she's talking about. No, it's more just like what she would feel sometimes like with the pay difference.
I got you. Yeah. So, but maybe somebody came on to you from the sexual standpoint, but
Well,
you didn't
yeah.
like, okay, back up, buddy. That
She
way
said,
they never
mm,
succeeded
there's
or
some of that. There's some of that.
yeah, I can
It's
imagine.
there. Yeah. My daughter just walked by because she's going to the neighbors for a little while and she just said hi to her. It was cute.
Oh, hi.
It was the time period is different also.
Okay.
This was more commonplace or common practice. She doesn't say that it doesn't make it right, but it gives a perspective to what is happening while she's, in that Hollywood scene, kind of.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Did your ex, Patrick McDermott, fake his death? And basically, I think we covered this, but I can't remember. We didn't talk about faking the death, but can you share what really happened to him? Patrick McDermott?
She says that it's not her story to tell.
Okay.
She does not feel comfortable because of he must have children. Yeah, I'm seeing
Okay.
some children
Okay.
involved. A boy, but he looks grown up. But
Yeah.
Anyway, the point is, so she doesn't feel that it's her story to tell. They have had, the words I'm hearing are lengthy conversation about his death. She's showing me a scene in which he is speaking with her on the other side. They are discussing many details and understanding the complexities of their relationship. It was a healing conversation, and she is very grateful for that.
Oh.
There does seem to be some discrepancies in his death, which he has now discussed with her.
Okay, but that's his story to tell, not.
Yeah, she really feels that, like, that would be
Yeah.
something he would share. So
Okay.
I don't know if you want to interview him, but
Have you accomplished everything you wanted to while you were on Earth, you think?
mostly she
Well, the
smiles.
second part is, or were there any of the slightest feelings of something you'd rather be back physically on Earth to do more?
The things she says she's laughed. She says she's enjoying the break from Earth at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. She's like, I'm like, I get it. That sounds, sometimes, it's hard here.
I know.
So from her perspective, it isn't so much about accomplishments. The reason she would like to be on Earth sometimes, but rather, like she's showing me like hugs and human interaction, and it feels really related to her daughter in
Okay.
particular, like her family. That's who why basically the only reason she would want to be here or
Okay.
come back at the moment.
All right. I would like to know if Olivia remembers singing "Happy Birthday" to my dad, who was a radio DJ and was on air at the time. He was a huge fan, and he had bragging rights for years. If the medium could get her to say my dad's first name, I don't know, that's too much. It would mean everything. But just did that happen?
Yeah, it did happen. She does remember it. He's I keep hearing the name John. I don't know who that is. Maybe that's him, maybe that's not. Yes, she does remember him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Hello, Olivia. I was one of your neighbors when you had your holiday home in Australia. Small world. I met you a handful of times and had dinner one night with you and Chloe. Early 90s, it must have been. As a young girl, I was in awe of your beautiful, gentle nature and kind, generous spirit. I remember sitting with Chloe on the school bus sometimes and being envious of her Mickey Mouse watch that she got from Michael Jackson. Ha ha. This is from Emma Egan. Do you remember Emma?
She says, hi, Emma. She does, of course, remember you. And she is so excited to hear from you today.
Wow.
Yeah. Chloe, she made a joke. She said, I think Chloe still has that watch.
Oh,
it's like
of
in a
course.
little box somewhere.
Michael Jackson. Yeah.
Yeah, she said, yeah, it's wonderful. So she does, of course, remember her.
Wow, that's huge.
She remembers people. That's my sense.
Yeah.
It's like she has a humility that is still there.
That's great. Does she remember the dinner that she had with Emma and Chloe and herself?
No, she remembers the whole thing.
Oh, wow. Yes. Before I even knew you passed, I got a vision of you and your name, which was lovely, but why? Are we connected somehow? This is from Michelle LC.
She has a big smile. There's a way in which something you can't do on the planet that she's enjoying is connecting with souls around, not people who know her, certainly.
Yeah.
It feels even like people who are somehow on a soul level connected with her, or past life or something like that. It's like she is sort of like hopping around at the moment.
Cool. So maybe Michelle LC is part of your soul group, or just a.
She doesn't call it soul group, but like a connected soul, or a soul with past. That's what she said.
So they had a life together somehow, even if a remote relationship.
Yes, exactly.
Cool. Olivia, Livy, this person says, what songs would you like to have played at your memorial concert?
I kept hearing I honestly love you, or that's
Oh yeah,
that
I
line?
love you.
Okay.
I honestly love you. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't hear the name of it in this moment, but that song is important to her.
Yeah.
Because she wants it to be played because it also is a message to the people who loved her, that she's telling them now that she loves them
Yeah.
also. It's like a message for them. So she
That
would like
makes
that song
sense.
to be played. And she's been
Okay.
playing for that for me, like in between my sessions all day, which is
Oh my
she
gosh.
has, yeah. So
Okay, what galactic ancestral lineage is your frequency mostly?
um
If any.
she's encouraging people to think of Earth as just as beautiful and exotic and important as any other place in the galaxy.
Yeah, of course.
She's not saying that to not answer the question, but she feels very connected to Earth.
Oh, okay.
And it's almost like, we think, oh, wouldn't it be great to be, I mean, it's more complicated than she can explain in this moment, that there can be part of her who has a Pleiadian aspect, which she's answering the question,
Mhm.
but she feels that so strongly connected to Earth and its people.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, awesome. Are you an earth angel? Oh, were you an earth angel while you were here?
So human, she says human, and she
Yeah.
smiled. No, I have not yet. I'm getting back, I'm still in the process of getting back my wings.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Any comments about the current and upcoming shift for Gaia?
Mhm. She says, you're in the middle of it right now.
Yeah.
It's happening. It's important during this time, the shift, to reconnect with your inner self. Learn to reconnect with the earth and your own essence. So she's teaching people, they're all sitting along it feels like the people watching this, they're all sort of sitting, and she has this aspect of her that knows how to get quiet, knows how to hear her inner voice. It's very important.
Yeah.
And so this shift begins with each person. The shift is a personal shift.
Yeah.
It's as the earth changes, you will also be invited to change.
Wow. Just getting in touch with your authentic self, your inner self. I guess that's really
I would say,
shift, right?
she says, I would say that that is the most important thing you can do
Yeah.
right now. It feels like she
Um,
really had a sense of her authentic self.
Yeah, that's really
Mhm.
cool. While she was on Earth and a body?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. That's
Yeah.
great. Anything all that is there anything at all that you want to share about all the love that was sent out to you after your transition? And also any messages for your fans and family, everybody.
She's playing the same song.
No.
I am overwhelmed by the amount of love and gratitude that the energy that they shared. Like she felt just like in awe and overwhelmed. She knew she had had an impact, but she didn't, this is again, she didn't fully know the magnitude of it, She felt just incredibly grateful, an immense amount of gratitude. And even now, I stand in awe of how much people gave me their love and continue to.
That's wonderful. You deserve it. I mean, I compare you to I can't compare you to my father, but I'm a big believer and always have been that you need to leave this earth in better shape than when you got here. And my father, compared to you, I mean, he left so much pain in his wake, so much suffering, and it's just really sad that he couldn't do what you did and make the world better. He only made everything worse. So
She learned early on, she learned from her parents,
mhm.
Who are also transitioning.
Yeah.
I learned from my mother and father the importance of giving back. There's some aspect of giving back. So that's just a key important thing in her life. Always.
What would you, this is cool. What would you give us to us as a mantra, something to repeat and think about that can help ourselves and or others?
She says, I am love.
Oh, I love that, because we are the energy of love.
She recommends sitting quietly and learning the practice of meditation and repeating those words until they feel true.
Yeah. Fake it till you make it, man. Is there anything that's kind of fun that's almost maybe nobody knows about you that you can share with us?
Something I think she really likes cats.
Oh, okay.
The animal?
Big animal lover. Yeah.
Yeah, she can confirm that. She loves animals, like with just the essence, pureness of animals. But I don't know, she's somehow something with cats, and I don't understand this fully, but she's showing me these cats, and so it feels like she either had a cat or just felt connected with the species.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Any final messages for your fans?
I love you. I am grateful that you took the time to get to know me and to listen to my words. I just feel this outpouring. If you can take a moment, you'll feel it from her. This outpouring of love and gratitude. And that's like, she just wants to say thank you. Because, and she also wants to say one more thing.
Oh, no, I've got some more questions. Not very many, but yeah.
She says, oh, okay. She thought we were maybe done. Sometimes the awareness of who you are can come through pain and suffering. It's just she's mentioning that because if you are in a place of pain and deep suffering, use that suffering. It's almost like you can imagine that she's showing me you can, through your efforts, find something within it that can help you transform.
Yeah. And get a deeper understanding of yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It's through my most difficult hardships that I really authentically understood the immense gift that being on earth is. I understood and learned presence through, I think she is talking about illness primarily.
Okay.
That she learned like presence, but she's showing me like presence with her family. That feels super important to her.
Okay. Okay. What do you think about Erik?
He's a hoot.
Yeah. Yes,
She
he is. That's what you gonna say?
No, that's not all she's gonna say. She's grateful that others, like she's talking about Erik, are stepping up to help other people on their journey. She sees how much he's done, and she's just overwhelmed by this community. Like what you have created, she thinks it's just fantastic. She's just in awe. She thinks you're wonderful.
Oh, she doesn't know my flaws. She hasn't talked to my husband yet.
She's laughing.
We're all doing this together.
We're all human. We all have human flaws.
Yeah. All right. So just a couple of the usual spiritual things that I ask. Any regrets when you look back?
She does. I don't believe in regret.
Yeah, and most people that when they pass over, they don't, because they know that everything is experiences that from which they can learn. So yeah.
What she's showing me is a picture. And she said, like, when we're here, she's showing me we're really close to it. So we often can't, hopefully we'll get the lesson, or maybe it takes a couple times, but we'll get it.
Yeah.
But when you are out of your body, it's like this whole vastness opens up of just understanding. It's almost like you're standing on the edge of the Grand Canyon, and all the perspective that you get from that.
You got the 30,000 foot up in the air view, as
Exactly. Yeah. And
Wow.
and she says everything and all the hard things in your life also make sense.
Yeah. Okay. Were you here to learn anything? If so, what?
Oh, a lot. She laughed. She has a cute sense of humor. I was here to overcome beliefs about myself. Something about loving herself. There was an aspect of learning to love herself.
Okay.
To embrace and learn from the challenges in my life, and to work on, really, it's through her music, to create like healing.
Yeah.
There's healing happening.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
What is? Okay.
Sorry. There's hard lessons.
Yeah.
But she thinks she did all right in general.
I think you did too.
Yeah.
Were you here to teach anything? And if so, what? I'm sure you were.
Mm-hmm. In my own way, I teach love. She also says if she can impart to people to begin to have a deeper respect for the planet we walk on.
Yeah.
That's a really big, important,
Yes.
part of her, important belief.
Right. All right. Why did you get? What's the spiritual reason for your breast cancer? Maybe this is something that happens with everyone with breast cancer. Is it like trapped emotions, past life? I mean, is it
She's
not
taking
feeling
out
loved? I don't know what.
this is interesting. I've never seen anybody do this. She's taking out a piece of paper, and I'm looking at it. She's showing it to me.
Okay.
Let's see what it is. Oh, it's some part of her contract.
Oh.
Oh, okay. It's written into her contract.
Okay.
That she would I got that right. That she would experience cancer.
Okay.
In order to gain perspective on the importance of loving, like learning to love through this experience.
Yeah.
She didn't necessarily love the experience.
No.
But there is it, but how she was talking about suffering and how we can really like deepen who we are.
Yeah.
She knew before coming that this really long time challenge would expand, or had the possibility, because we have free will, of expanding her awareness.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, like people who are nearsighted, sometimes that's because they take life for granted. Some people say that diabetes is often because those are people who can't digest the joy of life, the sweetness of life, rather. And so I wonder, breast, you nurse your
there's
heart,
heart there's heart
love.
Yeah, there's heart wounding or heart pain that contributes.
Oh, okay.
But it feels very clearly when I see this piece of paper that it's written into some part of her life plan.
Okay.
For her.
Okay. Were you shocked after when you transitioned? Anything just surprise you at all during that whole thing?
She laughed, and she has this really beautiful laugh, and she said, I was relieved.
Oh yeah.
She's not saying that. I do miss my daughter.
Yeah.
But they've been in contact.
Yeah.
She misses her husband.
Yeah.
but she also can see that it was the perfect time to transition,
Okay.
actually. And there did,
Um,
and she doesn't want to like go into this that much, but I keep getting this interesting weird ringing in my ear.
Hmm.
There was some pain in her physical body
mm,
at that point, and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it was like time to go.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh. You want to describe another life that most influenced your one is Olivia Newton-John?
Sure. Another life. So she shows me a life as a male, a young boy, actually, and she is, looks like Asia somewhere. It feels like she's showing me like Vietnam. Thank you.
Okay.
And she's a little boy. She is in awe of, or taught to be, it's part of their upbringing or heritage. This is an important, also another important life. There's several, but there's a way in which she's taught to live in reverence of the world.
Oh,
And she does actually manage to carry through some of that energy
yeah.
into this lifetime. Like
Yeah,
there's a
definitely.
real awe and just gratefulness and reverence of the world we live in.
Yeah. Planet.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the way you were. Absolutely. Eric, do you want to ask anything? And of course, Courtney, you want to ask her anything?
Eric's just sitting there like has a crush on her.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Eric, no, he thinks your questions are good. He's happy with them. I'm just thinking if there's anything else she wants to share. I
Yeah.
can't think
Yeah.
of questions when I'm like channeling. I'm sorry. It's
Yeah.
like really,
No,
like,
no, no. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm so grateful you had me here and I was
We're
able to
grateful.
speak
Yeah.
to the people who love my work. And I hope that I was able to share the message of love.
Yeah.
And she's saying, I am just a normal person, like this other, I'm like, and you are this really amazing, famous person. But she feels there's a humble humility in that she doesn't want to be seen as like somebody you can't talk to.
Yeah, right. Right.
Like she's a
Yeah.
down to earth person.
I see that. I feel that. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. So anytime you want to talk to her, she would be happy to return and speak.
That's sweet. Thank you so much. And thank you, Eric. And of course, thank you, the brilliant Courtney at CourtneyDillon.com.
You're
This
welcome.
was
I loved her. I
amazing.
love her. She's wonderful.
Oh, we love our ONJ, don't we? And I think my husband has a crush on her too. Anyway, yeah. Okay. I love you all.
I love you
And
too.
be sure you subscribe and share and hit the notification bell so you don't miss another one of these.
She
Bye.
said, and she said, please do that because you're doing good work in the
Oh,
world.
thank you.
So,
And it was an honor. Thank you so much.
thank you for having me.
You bet. I love you, Eric.
I love you, Mama.
Bye.